Hi, I'm Nate. Yeah! I just figured out how to get similar sounds to two of my favorite noise pedals for free. I recently saw a video from Sarah Bell Reed where Sarah discussed making similar noises with the free modular tool VCV Rack. The patch is based on the technique of cross-modulation, running the settings of two oscillators into each other. Given the two oscillator settings on the full of hell pedal, I suspect this might be at least what part of the pedal's doing. So let's take a look at the patch and see if we can replicate some sounds. So here we are in Ableton. Instead of VCV Rack, I'm going to use the also free plugin wrapper Cardinal because it runs in your DAW. I'm gonna open it up. Here in Cardinal, I have the patch. I have two VCOs, one VCA mix, and one host audio. All of these are easily findable by right-clicking, and then you can search up at the top here. And for instance, if I want to add another VCA mix, I just click on it. So the patch goes as such. Connect the saw output to the frequency modulation input, connect the sine output to the frequency modulation input, connect the square output to the sync input, the saw output to the sync input, and the sine output out to the channel 1 input. Then we'll route out the master left and right and adjust some knobs to hear what we got. What? Oh, no. Sorry. That's okay. Okay, so that was pretty cool. Okay, so one reason I chose Cardinal over VCV Rack is that both the full of hell pedal and the Trogotronic have audio inputs. So I could plug my guitar in and further modulate the output signal based on my guitar's input signal. So I'm gonna try to plug my guitar in, route my guitar through this patch, and back out. Since Cardinal is in Ableton, I can put any plugin I want after it. Whereas in VCV Rack, this is a paid feature. To route my guitar through the patch, I've added a few additional modules. Note that the scope module makes the patch look a little more complicated than it is, but it allows us to visualize what's happening. The main addition here is routing the host audio output all the way to the first oscillator frequency modulation input. Adding just that to the patch sounds like this. One thing I wanted to try to add in addition is to mix this sound with my guitar's dry signal. So what I've done is added this envelope follower in coordination with this VCA. What this envelope follower does is follows the amplitude of my incoming guitar signal. So if I play a note, it follows the amplitude of the signal. If I route the envelope follower into the VCA, as well as the cross-modulated signal from the second oscillator, the cross-modulation signal will follow the amplitude of my guitar. Routing the dry signal and the wet signal in together, it will sound like this. Then what I've done is added one of Ableton's amp designers afterwards to glue these signals together. Now for reference, I'll plug my guitar into the Full of Hell pedal in the Trogotronic for comparison. Neither of these pedals necessarily comes with a technical manual. The Trogotronic comes with some information, but it lists the knobs as unlabeled on purpose as to promote creativity. And the Full of Hell pedal does not come with a manual, but all of the knobs are labeled for some insight into what the pedal's doing. While I think this Cardinal patch might give a preview into these pedals, it's definitely not the full picture, but having Cardinal for free allows these sounds to be more accessible. Are you going to try Cardinal or any of these pedals? Do you think that they sounded similar or different? Let me know below. Thanks for watching. Yeah!